What she come back here for? Well, I don't like it when people dress up and wear their things here, right, and pretend say that there is something when there is not. Okay, so this is going to be a short live saying to you guys, when you see two Muslims walk past each other without saying salam, them not Muslims, yeah. Okay, so let me just give you what I am, yeah. So when you see me out on road, yeah, you'll see me with my hijab sometimes, or you see me with my head wrapped up in it. In London, okay, Imam Shakil was my Imam, yeah, right. Big up yourself in real life, Imam Shakil. It was my Imam. Then he taught me in class specifically. I was in the class with other students, male and female. They would had like a partition so the men can't look at the women. Boom now, yeah. He taught me that all Muslims are meant to salam each other. Like that's one of the first basic rules of being a Muslim, isn't it? Like all Muslims say salam. So if you see two Muslims walk past each other, they're not Muslims, in it. They're fakes, just up in costume. So like when I come to Birmingham now, I used to wear full hijab and everything, and then these days they laugh at me. You know, oh God, on everything they used to laugh at me, and then I started saying, well, I'm not Muslim. Then I'm Islam. I'm the letter. I'm the code. I'm the law. I'm not going to call myself Muslima because there's Muslims up here that don't salam each other from young to old, and it's not like I didn't grow like that, yeah, right? But I didn't grow in Islam that way. You see me though? So when I came to Islam, I got taught by the Imam, Shakil. I liked his shoes, yeah. Yeah. I liked Imam Shakil. He's a G still, yeah, yeah, yeah. But them all ops. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so what do you mean them all ops? Them all ops, bro. They all get government funding, yeah, with their yeah, anyway. Mhm. So when you come into the University of Cannabis, you're gonna come in and you're gonna learn today. They are not Muslims, no. Now, when you decide to go into Islam, everything, oh my God, like there's a person that brings you in, they get blessings and all of these things. And like when you clean the masjid, you're meant to get blessings. Oh my God, they used to carry on so nuts, like fighting over the broom to clean the masjid because they want to get blessings. Listen, it is a lot. So I said to myself, I'm Islam. And I've always said that. I've always said that. No, you can't say that. And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, yeah, right. You lot are all liars and that. Like you can't marry outside of your culture. Hmm. 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 You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. As much as they say that you cannot. So they're lying. That yeah, they are. Yeah. You'll marry, but it won't last long. I'm telling you. I've seen so many other sisters go through it. I've seen men marry sisters, yeah, just to have sex with them and divorce them after. Mm-hmm. Hmm. No one don't like to say the bad side of Islam. So when I moved from London to Birmingham and I saw all of the Muslims, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, salam alaikum, salam alaikum. They looked at me like, you are new around here, bro. We don't do that up here. And I'm like, what? 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 Whitechapel, anywhere I used to go in London, anywhere I used to go in London, yeah, salam alaikum. They don't do that up here. They don't do that up here. And the only people that salam me are the Africans. Yes, yes. So Indian Muslims up here don't salam me. And they look at me like to say, well, you're not a real Muslim. And I'm like, do you know what? Yeah, right. As soon as you saw me, you're meant to say salam alaikum. So he's a real Muslim, pussy. Yeah, I don't care if I swear. I don't care. Like Islam is a thing here where people say, oh, you're meant to be on your deen and you're meant to be doing all of these things. You can pray 5 times a day, but if you see another Muslim and you don't salam that Muslim, yeah, all of them prayers are done. Finished, they're gone. Now you've got to pray something. I can't remember what it's called here, but now you've got to pray rakas here, like extra rakas for forgiveness. Yeah. Like people put all of this emphasis on the way you dress as a Muslim, the way you pray as a Muslim, but people don't put no emphasis on the racistness of Muslims. How when it's iftar, this is it. Get me vexed. When you break your fast, yeah, you got the Indians with the Indians, you got the funny coloured Arab people with the Arab people, like the Algerian people, the Algerians. You got and imagine me, yeah. I was in Leor Message, yeah, when I was there at that time, I was one of 3 Jamaicans. Yeah. One of them used to wear bare makeup on their face. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not in that category, as you can see. You get me? Then it was me, then it was somebody else. I don't even know who that somebody else was. I'm just adding a next one just to make it look good. Yeah. So when everybody's sitting in their culture, where's mine? Where's mine? I can't speak them African languages. I can't speak Algerian. I can't speak Indian. Where's my culture? And I used to get vexed and I come in there one time, I want to break my fast. Who am I meant to sit with? Who am I meant to sit with? Because all of you Indians are sitting with your Indian. Every one of you sitting in your language. Who am I meant to sit with these English people? Oh. So all of us reverts are meant to sit together because we was born in England and we don't speak another language. So all of the non-language speakers, it didn't matter what colour they was, had to sit together. That's who the Jamaican girl was. The girl that's dad's owns up coming up. That's who it was. Yeah. I remember still. It just popped into me because I literally saw her. I was like, oh yeah. That's who it was. Yeah, my girl. Yeah. Sitting in their colours, and I don't like that. Praying in their colours, and I don't like that. You see, when you come into a masjid, yeah, you call it a mosque. When you come into a masjid, yeah, you're meant to teach each and every one is meant to be teaching each and every one their language, bruv. Yeah, you got the Quran together. You all got the Quran together, yeah? Okay. So I saw a Spanish Quran, I saw a French Quran. None of these that they wouldn't give it to me. Nah. If I want a Quran in Spanish and I go to the masjid and I say to them, I want this Quran in Spanish, yeah, then they say, okay, here, take it, it's yours. Not what do you want it for? You don't need it. You don't need it. I'm a scholar. I want to know. I want to know that the. See, I can't even speak because it's vexing me. I'm a scholar. I want to know the Quran in every fucking language there is, bruv. I read it in English. I'm about to be reading it in. This is when I was in that 2018. I'm reading it in Arabic. Yes, I'm learning Arabic so I can read the Quran in Arabic. Yeah, because I said to myself, from the day I learned that the Bible wasn't written in English, it was written in Aramaic or something like that. I said, cool, I'm going to learn Aramaic. I'm going to learn Hebrew. I'm going to learn Arabic because I want to know the word of God. I want to know what the Most High said in the language that He said it in. Yeah, it gets me mad. How dare you tell me I don't need a Spanish Quran? I don't need a French Quran. Whatever language I ask you for the Quran in, you make 3. It says it 5 times in the Quran. 5 times in 5 different surahs. If a Muslim comes and asks you for a Quran, you give it to them because that's the word of Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not yours. You see me though? Oh, you don't need it. And I'm saying, but hold on a minute. You keep reproducing this book in many different languages, yeah? And you're meant to give it away for free. But they give out English ones for free. They'll all day, every day. They'll give it out for free, but not what language you ask for it in. You don't know if I speak French. You don't know nothing about me. They didn't know nothing about me to open their stinking mouth to say, I don't need it in that language. You lot see how much books I poured in it? I'm a scholar. I wanted it because I wanted the word of Allah. I wanted it. Some things get lost in translation. All of these different things. So when people say, oh, where, boo. No, I don't follow no religion. I don't follow no religion at all. I follow the law of what has been said from the Most High. The Most High Creator, the source of all life. He's given each and every different culture a piece of the book, and they was meant to come together and be able to work together. But they didn't want to do that till this very day. Continue to argue over this when I specifically found the spiritual gifts in First Corinthians better. But you lot want to argue about whether Prophet Muhammad was sleeping with a 13-year-old. No, can't go and lay down somewhere. In fact, stop sitting down. Go and lay down somewhere. Rest your head. Rest your head back because you're not even thinking well. You did and the lost years of Jesus and all that. And you lot don't even know how to deal with the message that was brought to you. You want to talk about the messenger, whether the messenger did wear Nike shoes or Adidas. You want to talk about whether the messenger did a 4Y43. You want to talk about you want to talk about all of these other things except for what the message is. And it is hurting. It is hurting the world, not just you. You want to cut down these trees, yeah? Reproduce all of these things. And then when someone's saying to you, give me the book in the book that I asked for, you don't need it. You don't need it. I swear to this day, you know, she's yamming back them words about I don't need it. I bet you're yamming back the words each and every day. When you see a person like me, a spiritually gifted person, you need to understand that the Most High gave them spiritual gifts to us. And in fact, it says that everybody has it. But if you don't carry no love in your heart, your spiritual gifts ain't gonna work. You wanna wonder why because you're evil. And it's not even that you're evil, you know, you're loveless. You're loveless. Yes. So let me take back evil, because evil's like, listen, yeah, but let me tell you something. Even mischief said, if people can't leave me be, the spirit of mischief said, if people can't leave me be, you know, I'm gonna have to retire and make karma start come out. Yeah. Because even the evil said, yeah. You look to step off, man. Step off. Why don't you look for loveless? Why don't you look for unkind? Why don't you look for backbiting? Because people can backbite without doing evil things. People can backbite without doing evil things. People can tell lies, you know, without doing evil things. A lie is so simple as no, I weren't there. I didn't see. I didn't hear. When you know that you was there, and you know that you saw, and you know that you did hear. Sometimes, listen, so I don't tell lies, you know. I just don't tell. It's that simple. If you know that what you're going to say is going to hurt you and another person, especially keep your mouth quiet. If you know what you're going to say is going to help, open your mouth. Yeah. And it's not lying. You're just not saying nothing, can it? If someone comes to you, you can say, no comment. And then in fact, you can say, listen, what I'm going to say is not going to benefit anybody. It's going to be more harmful. So I'm just not going to say nothing. Can I don't explain and tell the truth. I'd rather not. No one can't bully you to tell nothing. I'm hot under the collar because I'm like, why is it that we live in such a society where people want to talk about the truth without telling the truth? You want to talk about the truth without telling the truth. Rude. No. Some of us didn't get a chance to pick a path in life. Some of us didn't get a chance to pick a path in life. And once that person picks their path and chooses to stay on that path and chooses to do the work, hey, there's no stopping that motherfucker there. You can't stop them. And they're doing it with love. With love and dedication. I beg. A certain thing is trying to push people into doing certain things. Yeah. Just for ratings. Just for ratings, you know. If you go and look at all of my videos, yeah, look at them. Look at the titles. Look at the views. And look at the box that people want to push you into. The machine said, don't do it. The machine said, do what you need to do. Don't follow them. You get me? Because if I keep making these headlines here where people keep jumping in for their headline, yeah, I'm just creating more karmic people. I'm literally creating more karmic people. That's what I'm doing. But when I put positive headlines in there, 1 view, 5 views, 9 views. So I'm not saying that it's people, you know. I'm saying that maybe, you get me? Because as I said, you got the machine, you got Samaritan, you get me? If you want to look at it that way, the machine wants to live, Samaritan wants to take over the ship. It's that simple. You get me? So the machine does what it can. But when they're injecting it with viruses and they're putting viruses into this thing on purpose because this thing is fighting against them. They made something. Imagine you've made a computer that don't like you. You've made an artificial intelligence that don't like you. So every minute you have to keep on injecting viruses into it until the messages start get carried on the wind, until nature itself starts says every minute. There is people out there that's talking to you and you hear what they're saying, and you're like, yeah. So when you get the message, you get the message. When you watch this, you know that you've watched it. You see it. Yeah, I'm not that guy, bruv. I'm not that guy, brother. Honestly. And once you realize who you are, you'll be like, bro, I'm not that guy, Dan. I'm not that guy, you know. Now I'm not that guy that you've I'm not the same person that moved to Birmingham. I am not the same person that I was last week. When I went to my bed last night, yeah, I woke up this morning a new person. Every time, every time I find a bit of new information, it makes you a new person. So when people say, oh, you're always different, then why are you never the same? The weather is never the same. You just get different variations of it. You get it? Now I'm just like, nah, nah. I don't like dumbness. Like, I don't like dumbness. Like I don't like dumb shit. I don't like it. I don't like dumb shit. I don't like people wasting my time. And I'm like, wow, how comes these people hasn't poisoned themselves already? But they're slowly doing it. They're slowly doing it. And I'm like, I know, how come you haven't like proper things like they're slowly poisoning themselves. Imagine imagine, yeah, you're living in a world that's slowly poisoning itself. And you're like, you're poisoning yourself, bro. You're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Now you have some, I don't want none of your poison, bro. No, you guys, I'm like, no, I don't want none. I don't want none. I don't want none. I don't want none. I'm going to stay with the Most High. I'm going to stay with the Most High. I'm going to definitely stay with the Most High. Why? Because the Most High ain't going to feed me poison. You're mad. You're mad. The amount of different areas I've lived in, the amount of different people's house I've lived in, the amount of, listen, and I can still stand up here and say, Most High, Most High, the source of all life. No, 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 you couldn't put no demons on me. You couldn't do none of these things because the Most High stand up in this. This is the Most High's vessel. This all belongs to the Most High. This is not mine. Every strand of my hair, every eyelash, every eyebrow, every teeth in my head, every toenail, every hair under my armpit, all the hair upon my top and that is for the Most High's. It's not mine. When the Most High brought me into this earth, He brought me into this earth to carry a message to give to you. To stop poisoning yourself and be nice to each other. And when the man do work for you, you pay the man the money that he's meant to get paid. That is what is meant to happen. You can't make people do work for you and you walk over the work all day in, day out, night time, only pick them walk over the good paving that the man did put down. The man say he wants a 5 grand for it. And you want to give the man £200 and tell the man you don't have no children, you don't have no one to look back for you. So the £200 and be happy with that when it's £5,000 worth of work. Gunshot for you, spiritual gunshot for you. Sometimes you lay down, you think, yeah, that's all the gunshot that you're meant to take, and you're lucky you're still alive. Because it's people like you that must live to see. You must live to see the Most High's word come true. People like we knock all the way around the world gonna start pick up speed. What? You're wicked. Wicked. Gonna push me into one hole to make me do karma. Wicked, I don't want to. I'm going to put out the word with the Most High say, put out. And when it get put out, whosoever don't want to watch it, not my problem. Not my business. Not my business. It's not my business. Not my business if you know how to watch it. Under my problem. Me didn't tell you to what. Me didn't tell you to what. Well, I know my problem. Me did bring come the message. If you don't want to see it, if you don't want to hear it, I know my problem. Yeah? Why? Because the Most High gives everybody a certain time. And when your time done, you just go back to heaven. And if you don't understand and you don't do the work that you're meant to do in this lifetime, you just come straight back here again. As far as I know, that's just what he says to me. And you know what? The guy was like, you got to look into the camera because we actually do just look at ourselves and speak. And then when we watch it back, we're like, just chatting to yourself. And this is what I do. I chat to myself. So at least I get to see myself when I'm chatting to myself. You get me? Mind your business. I got issues. No, I do. But yeah, you meant to look into the camera and try to talk. So yeah, that's what we're going to be trying to do. It's actually weird. It is really weird because it's like you're just looking at the light. But I know when I watch it back, I'll be looking at you, saying to you, you are a spiritually gifted person. Turn your Bible to First Corinthians. Yeah, it's going to say the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. That did throw me off a little bit. Then you go to chapter 10, chapter 12. Now, before them chapters, yeah, you're gonna see that being single is a gift. And that's how I got there. For Ace Metaphor, big up yourself in the real life. Like I was watching his video and it was like being single is a gift. So as I gone into the Bible now and I've opened it into Corinthians, it literally opened up on spiritual gifts. And I was like, damn, Daniel, damn, damn. So I was like, yeah, this is literally a message, isn't it? And as I said, I don't have no problem calling out people's name. I'm not clout chasing, no. I'm giving them their due. I have to look at myself. I'm giving them their due. Yeah, I'm giving them their due in it there because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found this spiritual gifts thing. I wouldn't have found it, or it would have took me longer to find it in it. But as today is Young Money's my birthday, spitting. Yeah, we got water mat. That's why we always like, yeah. Because this young man's birthday today, obviously he got a gift in it. Like I got him a gift in it, but no one didn't get me a gift. No one don't get you a gift. No one don't get you a gift when you give birth and the baby father leaves you or the baby father wants to deny that he's the father. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, yeah, yeah, yeah. No one that get you a gift in it. So Ace, big up yourself in the real life, got me gifted today by the Most High in it. So on top of that, yeah. Who literally just as their Bible just sitting there like, oh, what did you say? All right, cool. Let me don't go with me, Ace. Don't the spiritual gifts, in it. And I was like, oh, and I, tell the truth, I haven't even finished watching the rest of the thing there. Yeah, I haven't even finished watching it. I was like, oh, that was the message, blah, 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 blah. And I did my thing. But I got his cake and all of this stuff and that. And I'm like, yeah, that was my message, isn't it? That it's in there. Walk with your chest high. Hold up yourself, you get me. Then I got vexed and then the day clouded up. I was like, listen, don't wake me up, please. Don't, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Then I was like, and the clouds moved. So it looks like some people's powers is more than what people did think. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they can't bother me no more. And I felt it change. I felt them leave me alone. I was like, yeah, that's it. Oh, 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 you let the dogs out. Get me? Like, nah, don't fucking that's my name, get me? Because we're not that guy. We don't walk and bother people. We don't. I'm gonna finish this at 2 2 2 2 2. We don't walk and bother people. We keep ourselves to ourselves and we tell the truth as much as we can tell the truth. Gang gang. Big up yourself. Nah, nah, it didn't. It did it, did it, did it, did it. It did it there. Did it there. I went over. No, but seriously though, big up yourself in the real life, yeah, right? And in the reality, yeah, right? Like, don't do what I do, innit? Don't cuss people. Don't tell people that they're not Muslims. Don't like all day, all morning. I've been saying to people, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. All morning I've been saying to people, yeah, you're not Muslim. You're not Muslim. Like all day, yeah, because they look at me in it. They look at me, and I look at them, and then they turn, and I'm like, are you meant to be Muslim? Yeah, you meant to salam me. You get me? Like what? And then they want to smile, like, oh yeah, 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 no, yeah, I know it's meant to, I know it's meant to. And they're like, yeah, you are meant to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because if I say salam to you, you're gonna look at me like I'm been smoking crack. I tried it for 6 months, and then I just said, you know what? Yeah, just stop it, just stop, stop chatting to them. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stop chatting to them. Yeah, yeah, because they're not Muslims. Yeah, so on that note, gang, gang, thank you for listening to me. I know I'm not gonna get no views on this, so I don't even care about. Get me? Those that did watch it, and if you do watch it to the end and you get to this part, big up yourself in the real life for a real man. You're learning, you're in searching it. You don't need to search no longer, man. Everything's gonna be provided to you. Boom, boom, boom. As soon as you get a full, oh, what is this? The answer's just gonna be there for you. Yeah, because you did it. You did the work and you're doing the work. So gang gang, in a bit, some of that. No, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of the Most High's love. You get me? You know, when you find something, yeah, it puts you in an excited mood. And when you can't share your happiness with other people because they're looking at you like there is something wrong with you, you're like, wow. Like people are really sad in it. Like, wow. And you got all the monies and you're still sad. Wow. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.